What is up, guys? Welcome to Unemployed to Full-Time Trader episode 1. Basically just want to make these videos. I've been trading for a couple months now. I just want to make these videos to be able to hold myself a little bit more accountable, since I know I'm going to be able to, I'm going to post these videos. Just kind of to give you guys a quick TLDR of what my trading looks like. I've been, again, trading for about 3 months or so. I've passed a funded account. This is my 10k funded account that I've passed. So pretty much, I think I kind of know what I'm doing in terms of my strategy, but as far as everything else, as far as the psychology part, I think it's still something that I'm for sure working on, and I still need to improve a whole lot. Especially my risk management. I think that's probably the thing that I'm struggling with the most. So yeah, I kind of have it's kind of like a scalp strategy. It's not necessarily fully a full-on scalp, because I'm not trading the second time frames, but yeah, so let's just see how it goes today. I'm expecting price to go up all the way up to probably up to these areas, one of these two areas here. So I'm looking for buys. Basically, what we're gonna wait for is for price to make an FEG like it did here, but we need an engulfing candle. So basically what that means is that if you have it's kind of like this right here, right? So you have this red bearish candle, and then you have this bullish candle that engulfs this candle. Basically just means that it closed above this green candle, closed above the body of the green candle, closed above the bearish body of the candle, if that makes sense. Yeah, so that's all we're looking for. I do it off of fair value gaps. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar of that concept, but it's an ICT concept, and also off of breaker structures. So if price were to break above here, it's breaking structure on this 1 minute, right? And so what I do is I wait for price to come down, retest on this level, and then I just get in on an engulfing candle. So yeah, it's kind of what I'm looking at. Typically I do wait until 10 a.m. because it shows the true direction of the markets. I'm looking at this though. I don't and the reason why I wait, I usually wait is because the 9:30 candle just changes the structure of the market a lot, because a whole lot of volume comes in, and even if let's say the 4 hour, the 2 hour is bullish, it'll that 130-minute candle will change the whole structure, and that'll give you a true structure of the market. So I'm looking at this, and 9:30, I was kind of scared that the 1 hour was gonna switch structures. It doesn't look like it will, to be honest. It really doesn't. So yeah, I'm looking to possibly get in on this actually. I mean, that's 27. Yeah, it's too much for me. Kind of want to see if the next candle comes down a little bit, I'll get in, but if not, I can't get in on this because stops are too big. The issue is I don't know where to take my profits now, because price is just kind of going up and up. So I would have gone in on this. Yeah, I need to lock in, boys. I need to lock in. Because again, we made the FEG and we see the engulfing, so I just didn't go in because my stops were too big. Usually I want stops around 25 ticks, so ideally if my stops would have been right here, it would have made sense, but I want to put my stops below the lows, right? Below the lows of that engulfing candle. And my take profits are pretty aggressive. I also break even pretty aggressively too. I trail stops pretty aggressively as well, just because again the way you're trading you're just kind of like taking quick trades, you know what I mean? Like, let me refresh this to see if it becomes any faster. It's not really becoming any faster. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why my computer cannot handle literally 3 charts open. I don't know why. But looks like we have about 12 seconds left here on this 1 minute. We did create an FEG here. Right here. So there is possible entries here. Let me go on the 30 real quick. Yeah, so like I see a few levels. There's a level here. Let me just mark it here. Boom. There's another level here. There's another level here. So there's a couple levels there. Go down to the 1. You also want to be looking at the 5 minute. So you see 5 minute. Usually on 9:30 candle, you go to the 5 and it'll create like a pretty big FEG. And you can see there's one right here. So price could easily come down to these areas. And then we could look for like entries there. And then like TPs could be like up in these highs. Maybe all the way up to like, you know, if you trail stops, you could potentially grab all that. So basically right now, all I'm waiting on is for price to come down to here. And I think I'm gonna wait until 10. Because I don't think I'm gonna get in on this. Because like I feel like I feel like price is not really gonna respect this level. So I've noticed, like, you know, I follow my strategy. You know, pretty much everything that I do, I follow my strategy, right? Except for like my risk management. That's still something that I'm working on. Because like before I used to have, now I've implemented a rule where I could take 2 trades and, you know, I'm not losing that much. I'm like max out lose on a losing day, it would be like 1.5%, which I know it's still kind of high for a funded account. But prior to that, I had a hard time sticking to just 1 trade a day. Like that was like my rule, right? My risk management, just like take 1 trade. I had like a little bit of I had the same strategy, it's just my stops were a little bit wider. What I did was I essentially tightened my stops. I have become a little bit more aggressive with the like break evens and trading stops. And that allows me to at least take 2 trades and, you know, not lose my whole account, right? Basically, within a day. I just always had an issue sticking to my risk management for some reason. That's like, I've been having a tough time with that. Oh, I also have to, yeah, let me switch. This is not my 10K account, my apologies. This is a 100K account that I have. That I'm like still working on. I've had it for like 2 weeks and I'm still like pretty much at break even. You know, things like this takes time, and like that's the most frustrating part. Is like you have to be patient with this, especially in the situation that I'm in, where, well, there's like a good side and a bad side to being like unemployed and having a lot of time to be able to focus on this. The good side is like, of course, you have the time, so you have the time and you have the, you know, your focus is fully on this. Because like when I was working, I would trade, but I would be like working and trading, and I wouldn't be able to focus as much as I am now. Now the downside is that obviously since you are unemployed and you're not making money, you know, you kind of have like a limited time, and sometimes I do feel pressure of like having to make this work because I want to make money, you know. And I think like a huge key, like something that's gonna help me and something that I need to understand is that this thing, you know, this is gonna take long. Like I have to be patient. this takes years to master. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it, like I've been doing it on and off for like probably a year, 2 years, like on and off. You know, like I'll do it for a couple months and then just completely stop. But like in the past like 3 months, I've been like truly taking it pretty serious. Like I've been on it every single day. So yeah, I just have to understand, like, you know, patience is very key with trading. Like a lot of people make it seem like it's like quick money, like a quick money scheme where, you know, you get on the markets and you'll become a multimillionaire within like a month, and it's truly not like that. You'll find out real quick that it's not like that. So again, we're just kind of waiting. We're just chilling. Pretty much just waiting for price to close on this 5 minute, because if it does close on this 5 minute, then it creates another gap right here, and we could look to potentially enter off of this. And again, I'm not, so like now, like what I was scared of is this. I'm gonna show you guys, even though my trading view is super slow. I was scared of price closing below these lows here. You see I marked it with that red with this red line. I was scared of that because then it switches the structure of that 1 hour to bearish. And usually when, like, I like, ideally I like all three to be aligned. I'm okay with 2 time frames aligned, and then based on that I go for buys or sells. But yeah, ideally we have all 3 time frames aligned, and when all 3 times are aligned, it, as you can see, like it, you know, it goes up. Like I did this market bias like prior to 9:30, but I do wait until 10 because again, this 9:30 candle could easily come down here, could easily come down below these lows. And then now the structure for the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour probably changes. I mean, I don't know. The 2 hour need a closure where? Let's see. Yeah, kinda. I mean, if you would have gotten a closure below here, maybe. But you get the point. Like this 9:30 candle literally decides the market bias. So, okay. So yeah, 5 minute closure happened. So now we have another FEG. Let me just mark, let me get rid of some of these lines. These are just liquidity grabs on the 30 and the 5 minute that you could expect price to react off of. I don't necessarily go off too much on liquidity grabs, because I've noticed like when, because like what would happen to me often is like, okay, I'm expecting, let's say for example in this level, okay, I'm expecting price to react off of this level to the downside. I would look for sells, but the thing about price is like, you know, when there's so much volume like this, it's likely not really hunting this level. It's probably hunting like this higher level up here, and then you could maybe you know, expect a reaction off of this. Okay, so look, we have a nice gap here. I don't know, we have a nice gap here. I'm probably gonna look to get in on this if we get an engulfing candle. If not, we just have to wait. There is this 5 minute gap down here. Basically I just take buys on gaps, and I take it off of an engulfing candle. It has to make sense. Like the gap has to make sense, like, because like you could argue there's a gap here, but I want to like, especially on the 1 minute, I want to take it on the one that's closest to the range, because usually price won't, like if it's respecting structure, it won't break the structure down here. So let's see. Right now we're just kind of waiting. This is the sucky part of it, because like you knew it was gonna go up. It's just like you got no entries. You did have this one entry here. Like actually looking at it, I did have this entry. The issue was the stops were too big for me. Like that's a little bit too big for me. If I was in a little bit more profit, I'll be okay with taking this. But since I'm not, yeah, like that would have been a nice trend. But yeah, since I'm not in profit like that much, I don't want to risk it. I'd rather like look for an A+ setup where I'm like, you know, my risk management is proper. So yeah, just, I mean, honestly, at this point, you're just kind of waiting. You're just waiting until 10 a.m. Looking at the hourly, there's these levels up here. Is that on the 30 as well? Yeah, that is on the 30. And then there's these. So I basically set these levels up as like my TP. Like that's usually where I mark my TPs at. I don't have like a specific, like I just kind of feel the markets. I don't know, it's weird. But like I'll set my TP probably somewhere around these areas. Probably like this is probably your safest TP. This is probably like max take profit would be like up here. But this is your safest right here in the middle, and then this is kind of like your medium, and then this is like your highest risk TP for sure. But look at this, man. Wow. There was also an entry here. Well, the thing, that's the closure of the fives, is not, I think, right? Yeah, that's the closure of the five. That is crazy though, man. Crazy. So is the new five already closed? Is the new five coming in now? Hopefully we have some sort of retracement. Like that would be nice. So cool thing is that this FEG aligns with this 5 minute on so let's just see what happens. Dude, no way it's about to hit that first take profit. Well, good news is like we could take buys on the retracement. So like usually what price would do, like it'll do this big push up, then 10 a.m. comes, it typically retraces down. On this retracement, then we could look for buys up to the previous highs. You know what I mean? And to me, that feels a lot more safer than like having these like random TPs here from previous market structure. I'd rather have it from like recent market structure. It just makes a little bit more sense, and it feels a little bit safer as well, because you know price could, high likelihood that price just goes to that high. So yeah, like from here to here, there's quite a bit of range, right? So, and again, I am aggressive on break evens. I'm aggressive on on my take profits, and then my stop losses were pretty aggressive. So I just need it to make sense, you know. I am looking at this though, and I could have actually potentially have gotten in here, looking at this, because there's a gap here. It looks like it, I don't know if it hit it. It kind of hit it, yeah. So, and then it also made this engulfing, so I could have easily gotten in on this. I don't know why I didn't. I mean, I wasn't looking at it. But yeah, this could have been for sure a trade. So I would have broke even as soon as we broke these highs. Risk-free trade. You're good, you know. I mean, at this point, I want to wait. I want to wait until 10. As much as it sucks, at this point, I just want to wait. Because like the 10 a.m. candle is like, it's a huge candle because it closes on the 4 hour. So it closes on the 4 hour time frame. It closes on the 2 hour time frame, and it closes on the 1 hour time frame, and on the 30. So like it's a huge candle. Like the candle matters. You know, it's one of those very important candles for sure. I think like once this candle closes, I'll probably mark this big FEG here, this gap here. Very likely what's gonna happen is the either like 10 a.m. open candle is probably gonna drive down, make some structure there, reflip to then go up to the upside. That's very likely what's gonna happen. Now the issue is like, is the like, this is kind of like where you might want to wait for a little more confirmations. Like, is price gonna react off of this FEG here, off of this one, you know? It's kind of like stuff to say. So in the 1 minute I might wait for some extra confirmations rather than just getting in on like an engulfing candle, but we'll see what the vibes are. So yeah, this is closing, so this is a new 5 minute gap now right here. And then if you look at the one, there's like all these little gaps in here. Literally, yeah. Holy crap. So this is the last 5 minute of the 1 hour, 4 hour, 2 hour candle. Hopefully it goes down rather than going like keep pushing up. Usually though, when a candle's about to close, it price will keep going with that direction. So since we're bullish, it's probably gonna drive a little bit to the upside. Like as soon as, like literally when there's like a minute or two left, it's gonna start to go up a little bit. But yeah, hopefully though, we just like close like within this FEG. Like that would be cool. I'm not gonna get in yet. I'm gonna wait until 10, because again 10 a.m. is a pretty big candle. And yeah, and like the cool thing is, like if this candle does close bearish, we could literally just look for a break of structure here and just wait for the retest to happen to then come up to the upside. The bad news is that it's actually still safe. Okay, so this is like the high risk take profit up here. It still has some range there, about 80 ticks. It's not that much, but we'll see. I think I had in mind to risk 25 ticks. Yeah, 20, yeah, okay. Okay, so we really haven't made an FEG here. I mean, I wouldn't count that as an FEG. It's just too small if it does close within there. All right, 3 more minutes. See how the 1 minute's looking. We are about to reach this gap. I kind of want to, again, I want to wait. Like, even if we go down there, we make an engulfing, I still want to wait until 10. If we do make an engulfing, all I would do is I'll just like wait for price to break some type of structure on the 1 minute. So see, we're about to end the candle and see how it's pushing up. Usually, like I've noticed, like the candles do that a lot. Wow. Let's see, man. Let's see. I really hope this 10 a.m. candle comes down to these areas down here. I hope it doesn't just drive up. We could for sure get an entry, and we could like even make this like a, I could take partials there. My partials is at 50 ticks, so like, so just to give you guys an example, typically my stops are around 25 ticks, and then my TPs could be, anywhere from like 50 to 80. My 50, like once I'm here, this is my 2 to 1, right? Right here. That's my, let's just say it's 25 or whatever. My 50 ticks is usually my partial take. What I'll do is I'll take 50% of my my profits. So I'll secure my profits, and then from there I'll probably start trading my stops. So I'm playing it very safe, even though it's like a high risk kind of strategy in the sense of like your stops are super tight. I'm still playing it safe with being aggressive with my break evens, my take profits, stuff like that. Like I'm trying to make it so like I prioritize making profit, that like not necessarily care about the percentage, but just getting out on the day with profit. Because I think in the long run that's gonna benefit me. Okay, so we might actually get an entry here, boys. It's about to close in 30 seconds. So what we're gonna look for is a reaction off of these. Like really anywhere in here we could look for trades. I just need price to retrace down to here first and then come up. Okay, so this is the 10 a.m. candle. Now that's when things should get pretty fun. And what's cool about this strategy is like I'm allowed to take more than one trade, which I think is a good thing, because for me it was so hard. It was so hard for me to stick to just one trade a day. I barely really did it. Like I would do it on like days that I would take dubs, but on days that I would take L's, I would like try to like. It was almost like I was like revenge trading, and I guess in a way I was, Oh, it was almost not. I was revenge trading. Like I was trying to like essentially make the day back. So it looks like we're about to hit this FVG, I think. Just needed to hit. Ugh, so close. Worst case, we have a 5-minute right here. Let me actually mark that real quick. We have a 5-minute right here. So worst case, if price comes up, the 5 closes above here, we could just look for a retest, and then we look for buys there on that retest. $20 left on this. Okay, so we kind of hit it there. Yeah, we for sure hit it there. So if we get an engulfing off of this, I'll probably get in. Yeah, we just need this candle to close above here. I'm honestly, since this candle is, if it closes like around there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm looking to buy here. I'm hitting the buy button. So our stop loss are going to be right about here. Yeah, we could put a little bit padding room on there. Bing. Stop loss right here. I have like 3 different platforms because I have a live account. And then I have to. I have one like truly funded account, and then I have one that I'm trying to pass. So it's really annoying setting up all these stop loss. I might have to like invest in a copy trader or whatever it's called. Holy dude, the phone is not it. Okay. At this point, we broke above these areas. I'm looking to break even now. Okay. My 50 take profits like right here, so I'll take partials as soon as we reach over here. Hopefully we do make an FEG in these areas. If we do, that'll be pretty fantastico. It's about 30 seconds left. So around here, this is my first partial take. I'll take half of my profits here. Right here. So I'm essentially, I forgot to break even on my life. Okay, so I'll break even on the live. Alright, so we're all set now. We did make a gap here, which is good. If this candle comes up and engulfs this one, that's a good sign for us to keep driving up. So engulfing again just means that you have to close above the body of the candle. So right here, this is an engulfing candle if it closes above that this line that I just made. So about 19 seconds left on this candle. Now, hang on. Yeah, if this candle closes like this, and let's say the next candle comes up, breaks these highs and these highs, I'm probably gonna move my stops below these lows. So I'll have my partial close positions ready here. 1.5. 15. So now the bad thing is that on my life, since I'm like I only have like 500 bucks in there, I'm not really able to close partials because the broker doesn't allow it. Like I'm able to do it if I had a bigger lot size involved within my life, but so it kind of sucks. I can't really do this strategy full on. Okay, we're about to reach. Yeah, I don't know if I should move my. I think I should. I just wanted. Okay, let's do it. Let's move our stops. I'm moving my stops to here. Okay. Now let's go to partial close. So again, the whole point of the strategy is to be just extremely safe. Extremely safe with what we do, right? Because like at the end of the day, it is high risk. Like it's super tight stops, super tight TPs as well. I'm not gonna fully close here. I'm just closing partials as soon as we reach up here. All right, so we reached there, so we're closing partials. Yes, yes. All right, so we close partials. And so now we have to just start trading our stops. Our big TP is going to be probably, I want to say not there, but a little bit higher than that. Let's go to the 30 real quick. Because there's this right here. I don't know if we'll get to there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'll probably try to close somewhere around these areas. So I'll add an alert here, just to have that there. Let's drop back down to the 1. If this candle decides to break a high up here, I'm trading my stops to these areas. Actually, I don't want to. Okay, so I'm trading my stops there, up in here. Boom. So right there, we already have about 1% secured in profits. So if we look at our trade, let's see. Yeah, so we have about 1% pretty much just secured right now in profits. Like even if price were to come down here and grab these lows, I'm pretty much 1% in profit already. Yeah, so usually when it breaks a low like that, it's not a good sign. It'll probably keep driving down now to my stop loss. But it is totally okay because it's going to probably react off of these levels maybe. Let's see, we're not stopped out yet. If the next candle engulfs this one, I might enter just to like get on this range here. So I'll do 1.5, 15. Let's see, because if it doesn't engulf it though, it's pretty big stops, I think. Okay, so we got stopped out there. So let's see what happens. If we engulf here, it's kind of a big stops in a way. So if we look at our balance, we can see that we secured, I think it was a percentage or some change. So 45, so yeah, like 1.2% we secured on that one. So we close like right here basically. But you can see why this was our partial take, right? I think that's where we took partials, if I'm not mistaken. We took partials somewhere around here, actually. Might go in on this if we reflip. Oh shoot. I haven't actually closed my... I forgot about my live account. I almost didn't close the trade. Okay. Do. So yeah, we can move this to the side. Two seconds left. If it closes engulfing, no. So this gap doesn't really matter anymore, which means because we're already reactive off of it. It's not. Okay, we could probably hit buy off of this if we close engulfing there. Or even if it closes bullish, I mean, yeah, if it closes, yeah, it'll probably engulf either way. So what you don't want to do is try to like avoid getting in on these like bearish candles, because when price, like I've noticed like in the 1 minute specifically, when price is bearish like this, it's just gonna keep driving down. You want to wait for at least a green candle to come in, and then you could even take the break of the highs on that green candle. If it engulfs it, you could just get in on that. But ideally you yeah, let me make sure I have proper stop loss here. Okay. So yeah, really I just need price to close above here. You could tell like once there's like 10 seconds left, if candle's up here, you could tell it's gonna close engulfing. That's exactly what you wait for the engulfing, boys. Do you need shit? I would have. No, it's not that bad. So you'll see price do this often, man. Like it'll come down, and then it'll like reflip. This is that So now you basically just need price to go above here for you to enter. There's about 20 seconds left. You just need to wait for that green candle to come in. But that's why we had our stops there, right? Like if now we would have been down in all this, it's not drawdown, it's in, technically still in profit, but this is an interesting one. I think we hit buy off of this. It depends. If we come down and then come up, I will buy. But if we just go up, I'm not gonna buy. I don't think. Because at any time, like, price could just reflip down. Kind of like it's gonna do now. I needed to make like a little wick at least, like that. Yeah. So now if it rebreaks its own highs, I could probably get in on this, because there's no reason for price to reflip at that point. It's about 16 seconds left, so it looks like it's not gonna reflip. It may be hunting down these, like maybe a deeper FVG on this, that could be a possibility. And it also hasn't made a bearish FVG. Let's see if it makes it here. If it does make it, so what I'll do is I'll just wait for price to inverse that gap, come back down to the gap, make an engulfing candle on the gap. So we could pretty much delete all of these lines. So about 2 minutes, if price goes below here, we're kind of flipping structure on the 5. Seven seconds. So we're about to make this gap here. Let's see if it closes above here within this last minute. So if this last minute comes up, completely inverses this gap, and closes within this range of the 5 minute, because it is this, and then yes, this and this is the range up here. So if it does that, then we're still, I mean, like, this is still pretty safe for me to take. If not, we're just gonna have to wait. Probably just gonna look for trades until like 11. It's about 19 seconds left. If we could at least close above this line, that would be pretty cool. But it looks like it's not. So this is a new 5. New 5 came in here. There's no bottom wick. Usually no bottom wick means that this next candle is probably just gonna flip back up. Like, it's probably gonna make a bottom wick and then flip up. For some reason, no bottom wick usually means that the next candle, it's gonna reverse. I've learned that from watching a couple guys trade, as well as from experience. It does happen quite often. Like, you can see here, for example, there's no bottom wick, and then the next candle just completely flipped. So that does happen often. I do still want price to flip on this inverse gap here, or on this gap, sorry. We just came down, we kind of grabbed liquidity on these 1 minute lows. But hey, on the flip side, on the bright side, right, we can see why we take partials. We can see why we're so aggressive with trailing stops, right? Because if not, we would have gonna stopped out at break even. So again, just trailing stops is just like a win-win at the end of the day. We haven't had an engulfing bullish candle yet. Now there is a gap here, because we technically already used that 5 minute gap for that reaction, but there is this 1 minute gap that we haven't technically grabbed. So let's see. So we just grabbed it. Honestly, if it's engulfing, I might get in, because we haven't had one engulfing, and I think this is, if it does happen where we have that engulfing candle, we'll probably it's probably gonna drive up. This is good, man. This is really good. The fact that it's retracing like this. And by the way, there was like entries for sales here, but I just don't. It doesn't feel safe for me to trade against the trend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like that good yet to the point where I feel safe in trading against the trend. You know. Maybe there is going to be a point where I'll do that, but as of now, I'm just sticking to trading with the trend, and the trend right now is bullish, so I'm just looking for buys, basically. So this is a hammer. This does mean, this usually, like, when it closes like that, the body of the candle, like a little square on the top, it's like a hammer candle. Usually that's like a bullish sign. If you ever like read like baby pips or anything like that. I think for me still though, like I don't see me getting in on this, especially because my stops would be pretty wide. It's not super wide, but it still is. I would rather see like an actual engulfing candle off of this. So like if that next candle comes down bearish, or maybe even if this candle closes bearish and the next candle closes bullish, then like engulfing it. It's 10 seconds, so let's see what happens. Yep. Because sometimes like when price faces it just keeps driving up. So it kind of makes you think like, oh, should I get in on that? Clearly I shouldn't have. So this is good. This is good that we didn't get in. There's this gap. There's a couple gaps here, right? So like you don't know which one's gonna react to, so that's why you wait for that confirmation. There's that gap, then there's this gap lastly. So this is all within that 5-minute gap. We already took care of that 5-minute gap. Like that reaction, we already had it, right? So we don't really care about this big 5-minute gap. What we care now about these is about these like 1-minute gaps, because we haven't technically, price hasn't technically come down to those. It came down to the 5-minute, which is this big square, but it hasn't come down to these ones until now. Now there's a new 5-minute gap. I think is, let me look at it. Let me look it up here real quick. Yes, there's one here on this candle, on these candles down there. So it could potentially go all the way down to those areas. Now if price were to come up, break these highs right here, if price were to come up and break these highs, I'm gonna look for buys off of the retest. Like I'll look for like an engulfing candle. Again, engulfing candle is just my entry point. That's why I mention it so much. That's like kind of like my entry signal to go in. And this is good, right? Because now we made structure to the, we did this retracement. And now if we look for buys, we have a little bit more clear vision of where to take profits, right? So we have potential option here, potential option here, potential option here, potential option here. Because all of those are liquidity grabs. They are on the smaller time frames. That doesn't necessarily matter too much. So like realistically, your ultimate TP will be up here, because on the 5, that's the only liquidity grab there is. So basically this next trade, I'm gonna try to be pretty aggressive with like trying to break even and stuff like that, in my opinion. And I think, so even if this candle engulfs this one, I think I still want to probably wait for these for this gap to be inversed, right? Because so every gap that it makes, you want to mark it and just wait for price to inverse that gap, because usually once it starts flipping back to the upside, it'll inverse those gaps, So now I can't really get in on this. Like even if this candle closes engulfing, I can't really get in on it, because for all I know, it could just engulf this candle and then react off of this FVG to keep going down. So yeah, we could actually get rid of this. So yeah, again, if it closes like that, it doesn't really matter to me, because again, it could just react off of this FVG. So you want price to come up, inverse this gap, ideally maybe even close above this range. And then once it comes down, retest, then you could get in on an engulfing candle off of the retest or the inverse gap. That makes sense, Like if you get in here and it drives up, like you have like really good entries, but it's just like such a high risk entry. I personally would not feel comfortable with it, because you could argue it's reacting off of this, right? But again, it could just bounce between FVGs. So I'd just rather wait for this breaker structure. Because that's gonna, like, this breaker structure plus this inverse gap is gonna give you that full confirmation that we already made our retracement. We're now gonna keep following the bullish structure, like the bullish trend. I mean, as you can see, would have you know, it would have paid off here. So we just hit this. Well, I mean, we had hit it there actually. Yeah, I'm curious to see if we're actually gonna come all the way down to these areas here. But so far, just like we've been following the process, like we haven't just got like in this situation we just got in on the engulfing because it made sense, right? We were within this FEG, we, you know, it made sense. But now that we broke all this like bare structure, you know, all this structure to the downside, it's like you want to be very careful where you get in. And for me, what I do once it does that, I just want to see like some bullet structure being made, right? So like basically you see how we broke structure here on these, where's it at? Okay, whatever. So you know how you notice how we broke structure here, right? Like we closed below this range here. That means like we're probably gonna go down. So now what I want for price is just to break structure on the bullish side, which is pretty much above this range here, right? Right here. Once we close above this range, we're now back to bullish structure, which would mean all we gotta do is just wait for a retest and just take the buys. So we can delete this. Okay, so we're about to reach our 5-minute gap. So here, very high likelihood it could potentially flip here. I'm still not gonna get in on the engulfing, even if we get one. I ideally want to wait for price to break some type of structure. So yeah, so it'd be cool if we make structure here. This is the new 5-minute as well. Let's look at the 5 real quick. So yeah, see, it's just been going down perma. So another thing, for me to be able to withdraw on this funded account, they have like this crazy rule. It's called like 40% consistency rule. Basically, in your best trading day, so my best trading day was like $400, like $414. So what I have to, for me to be able to withdraw money, I have to reach the account to this, or not to this, sorry, to this. It's like 2035, and then I could withdraw that amount. So I haven't been able to make a withdrawal on the funded account yet, and I've had it for almost a month because I haven't been able to reach this yet. So one thing we do have here is this gap here. So let's see if price reacts here. It should, technically should. Once again, I maybe will. Yeah, it's too big of a stops actually. I just need price to inverse this gap, and then we can maybe get in off of that. Wow, dude, it's just freaking, just like driving down like crazy. Yeah, there was possible entries here, like on this, like you can see we made a gap, price came up to that gap, literally engulfed this candle. You could have gotten in on that. That was an entry there, it's just like, again, I don't want to go against the trend. That's just something. I feel like I'm not at that level yet, you know, where I could get away with that. Let me sure. Okay, cool. I closed it. All right, let's see what happens here. We technically still have it, yeah. Okay, so we see the reaction. I need price to at least inverse that gap, or either that or create structure now. Like basically give me another bearish candle and then another bullish candle that closes above. If it closes above engulfing, then I can just get in on that. I could have played it aggressive, like I could have gotten in and put my stops here. And then like just move my stops to break even as soon as we break these highs. But yeah, I don't feel safe on that, so I feel like I'm much better off just waiting. Like I would probably try to break even at this point, because like again, the thing is like this is the gap that I'm worried about, because like it could just be coming up to this gap to then reflip back down. So the way we know we don't really care about that gap is either we inverse it or we create structure and then we flip up. Okay. $30 seconds left on this candle. Okay, we may have an entry here in this next 1 minute. Depending on how this candle closes. If it closes bearish, we may have an entry. Because if I'm closing here, move my stops to here, yeah, that works. So hopefully this candle comes out, breaks these highs, and inverses this gap. That would be pretty fantastic. But yeah, all I'm looking for now is just an inverse of the gap, or a break a structure here on the one. So break a structure would be pretty much just closing above this line. Because once again, you don't know if it's gonna react on this FEG, right? The way you know that it's not, it's by doing this, waiting for these confirmations. Okay, here we are. So it's about 5 seconds left on this. I am probably gonna get in here. We got in. Our stops are gonna be below these lows. Stops are gonna be below these lows. Right there. Okay, let's see what happens here. Maybe safer would have been like waiting for this gap to get inversed. Maybe that would have been safer. As far as TP goes, I mean, I'm probably looking at a couple other levels here. Let's see. So probably here and here. Oh shoot, dude, I keep forgetting that I have my live account on my phone. Yeah, it may hit our stop since we broke those lows. We got stopped out. On my life, I haven't gotten stopped out. We probably will though. Yeah. Not yet. By the way, so looking at this, we kind of inversed the gap, by the way. We kind of did, yeah. I might re-enter, honestly. I think I'm gonna re-enter off of this. Not yet. Let me just, I need a closure here for sure. I might re-enter off of a bullish candle if we break the highs. Okay, it didn't close bullish, so we're not gonna get in on this. Somehow I still haven't gotten stopped out on my life. Okay, now we did. Okay. So now we were down like 0.6%, I think it was. Yeah, 0.7%. It still looks good for buys though. I'm still gonna look for one more. Okay, so if it closes below there, yeah. So now I just need price to come up to here, basically. Close above here. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was expecting price to just keep driving up off of this engulfing. Like, I essentially expected this candle to completely inverse the gap. But it looks like it didn't. Alright. 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 So there's a little bit of news at 11:15. It's Trump speaking, so I don't. That's gonna be tough. I think I'll call it at 11 for sure. For today. Honestly, these entries are not horrible, but because I could put my stops below these lows. I don't know if I should do it though, because I mean, all I know, I could just keep driving down. I need at least a reflip on this. Okay, I like that. Actually, since this candle's maybe closing bearish, no. Yeah, fuck. Damn. Okay. Unlucky. I was thinking about it, but it's okay. For now, what I'll look for is break a structure here, and then hopefully we make a gap as well. I would break even either way. So it's okay. It's okay, mate. Let's see, if it breaks this high, it should be enough volume for it to drive up to here. Break above these highs, and then we just take the retest. If not, if this candle closes bearish, I could look for potential entries on the engulfing on this. I feel like we could probably delete this actually. Let's look at the 5 actually. How's the 5 looking? Okay, so 5 is kind of making structure. Let me mark that right quick. So the structure is here. This line here. Now if this candle closes above here, there's potential entries there. Actually, I'll probably wait for the retest. Because this is a bigger structure there. I need to go to the bathroom so bad. I'll be right back. I don't think anything's gonna happen either way right now. Alright, we're back. Alright, boys. We're about to reach the next FVG, which is here. Come on, come on, put the radio on. Yeah, so I just need an inverse gap. So yeah, we're just waiting for this gap to get inversed, my friend. Inversed. Okay, so it looks like this is getting inverse actually. Maybe mark that 5-minute breaker structure. Okay. It's doing stuff. Come on, brother. So this is just driving down, mate. This is crazy, mate. This is quite crazy, isn't it? It's just a bit crazy, isn't it? So we just reached the gap. And we touched the 1M gap as well. It's quite a bit of volume, mate. Let's get a vapor. Alright, bruv, just flip, bruv. Give me a nice engulfing candle here, bruv. In this case, it's pretty big stops, I think, right? Raw, it's not that bad. Hopefully we don't get it that high. But in this case, since the gap is all the way over here, and we haven't really made any gap, and it looks like this gap was already filled by this candle here, I could look for buys because our next leverage point is up here, or maybe down here, so I could just break even if anything. So I could look for a potential entry. Now here's the thing, right? We've got a gap here, so we just made a new gap. 11 seconds. Yeah, so we just made a new gap, so now we just kind of have to wait until we break above the gap. The thing is, usually like at 11:30 it's already cooked at that time. My god, can I get a bullish candle? Could I please get a bullish candle? Jeez, mate. Okay, we got 8 seconds. Jeez Louise. Dude, oh my god, what is this drive to the downside, brother? I would have been a multi-millionaire if I would have just hit sell. Jesus. Just hit sell. Whoa, bruv. The shorts have disappeared. Okay. Okay, there you go.
Come on, lock in, bruv. Lock in, kid.
Nah, bruh. Come on, dog. Nah, come on, dog. Don't do me like that, big dog. Thank you, sir. Thank you for not doing me like that, big dog. Now, here's the thing, big dog. I need you to just invert the gap right here. This is a new 5 actually, so it might be possible that we inverse the gap. It might be possible that we inverse the gap. 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 Might be possible. Come on, bro. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, sir. Here's the good news. I'm probably not gonna take that. But if we get a bearish candle and a nice bullish one afterwards with break structure, we can go ahead and go in there. Pause. Inverse the gap. Inverse the gap. Inverse the gap. Inverse the gap. Yes. Lock in, twin. No. Unlucky. Never mind, bro. Burst candle. Oh my god. Okay. No. Bearish. Yes, no. Okay. No, yes. Gosh darn it. No, please, bro. Please, bro, let me get a position in there, big dog. Come on, bro. Let me get a position, dog. This is kind of good, though. Like, this is, like, price is kind of chilling on that downside pressure. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? This 5-minute candle looks redonkulous. Alright, bro. Okay, dude. So we're just never gonna get a trade today, huh? Huh? Honestly, I might just do it for the kids, man. I might just do it for the kids, man. Come on. I might just enter off of this engulfing right here. Come on. Come on. Log me in. Log me in, twin. If I were to get in on there, though, what stops looking like? Lost stops are looking beautiful. Beautiful. They're looking a bit beautiful. All right, I am popping in there, brother. Boom, boom. Let's go. Full port. Full port. Go, 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 go. Full port. Push, push, push. Full port. I full ported. I full ported. I'm risking. Okay. I got $1 million secured. $1 million secured. Just kidding. Maybe I didn't learn from my last mistake. We'll see. This entry was kind of wackadoo. It was kind of wackadoo, man. But whatever. Full port, full port. Up, 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 up. Push, 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 push. Lock in, chat. Least emotional trader, by the way. I'm not afraid to take a stand, Everybody, do 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 do, Scooby doo 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 doo, Scooby doo doo. Here's the thing. 1 hour market open, or sorry, not market open. 1 hour candles coming in. That's the thing. So we might be cooked, bruv. We might be cooked, bruv. Yeah, we might be cooked. I'm looking to probably move my stops here. I think it's too late. Let me just set it up in the other one. Yep, it's too late. I'm thinking I move my stops below these lows here. Yeah, after that push up. Okay. So I really wanted to inverse that gap. Okay. We move. We're moving. Alright, so we have our stops here now. Oh my god. Dude, this computer is so bad, bro. I don't know what the hell he. Okay, there we go. Okay. Up. This gap, we gotta be very careful here. I'm thinking I break even here, chat. Okay, break even. That's the push, baby. Come on. Bro, this phone. Dude, this phone, this is not it, bro. I don't care. How do people... Come on, man. Is that 50? No, it's not 50 yet. So 50 is here, partially closure. 50's there. Come on, lock me in, chat. We're cooking. We inverse the gap. We inverse the gap. Woo! Come on. We locked in. Let's go. Okay. Full closure. Looking at probably over here. Not gonna lie to ya, because I'm trying to call it, because Mr. Trump is gonna be speaking in a few. So I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to get out of here, bruh. Okay. Alright, we set the TP there. We just want to get out. I could hold it for longer, and it probably will go up. It will probably keep going up, but I'm trying to get out. Here it gives me, I believe it gives me the 3% that I need there. But yeah, we're just gonna call it there. I'll trail my stops when it makes sense. So far it doesn't make sense, so I'm not really gonna trail my stops just yet. I might actually I might do it off of the break of the highs here. This next candle, yeah, if this candle breaks the highs, probably gonna move my stops to here. I'm not afraid to take a stand. So let me just set that up. Let me set this up as well here. Inverse this gap, brother. Inverse this gap, brother. Not inverse this gap. React off of this gap. React, bro. Please do not inverse this gap, actually. Come on, folks. Come on, folks. How much did I close that one position for? Ooh, there we go. Not too shabs, eh? Not too shabs, eh? Dude. Okay, this is a new 5 actually. Ooh, this is a new 5. Hopefully it just drives up. Because so the reason why I mentioned that is because like the new 5 could easily come down and make a bottom wick. Sometimes it doesn't do it, like obviously, but more often than not, especially when there's when volume starts dying down, it does do it a lot, kind of like it is now, and that scares me a little bit. I'm break even, so it's like it doesn't matter. I already secured my profits. We at least made a little bit more than what we had previously, so. Let's see if this high gets broken. I'm moving my stops below these lows. Hopefully, I just need you to break these highs. Do it for me, man, for the one time. Oh, please, man. Do it for the one time. Do it for the one time. Come on, push up before Trump speaks, brother. Please, brother. Can we get a push? Can we get a push? Push. Okay, nice. It's pushing. If it goes above here, engulfing candle into the break of the highs, into the push once we break the highs, because I know it's gonna push. I'm the market wizard. Please, brother. It's gonna push. Okay, so now what we need is for price to break these highs. Once price breaks these highs, we're pretty much good to drive up, I think. Could be totally wrong. Hopefully we're just doing a retest here. Yeah, this is the highs that we need. Yeah, the highs that we need to break right here. Oh, man. Oh, man. Not again. Yo. We did break the high. I should have probably moved my stops, actually. I'm freaking eating. I feel like just leaving it on, bro. I'm just gonna break my rules today. Once again. No, on a serious note, I might just leave it on because I have so much leverage here. And Trump is speaking in a few. So I might just do this right here. Let's discard this real quick. I might just do this, bro. Because for all I know, Trump is just gonna come in the markets, give us some beautiful news, bro, and I'm just gonna make a lot of money. In reality, this is fake money, so I'm not making anything. But good news is I'm gaining experience, and that's what matters, my friends. There's actually a gap here in between. Yeah, there's this gap here. So now my TP, I have it up here. I might actually get a closure somewhere around this middle side here. Or at least like just drill my stops like once we reach this middle side. To be honest, if it actually does break these highs, I'm for sure moving my stops here, because at that point there's zero reason for price to flip down again. Could you be so kind and just break your highs here and just break above this range here, please? Could you be so kind? Oh, say, can't you? All right, so here's what price is doing. Okay, I'm predict it now. It's gonna come down to these levels. It's gonna flip up from here. Leave, right? Come on, right? No, don't push down. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Good boy. Good boy. Now break the highs. Break the highs. Good boy. Good boy. Now engulf this candle. Good boy. Alright, put it here. Alright, chat. We're trending our stops here. We're for sure turning our stops. Where the frick? Okay, so there. Boom. We are training stops to here. I think, bro, unironically, I should probably close on my live because I can't. Alright, so we trailed stops. We're in a good spot. We're in a good spot now. We should theoretically see this drive. Trump is gonna start speaking. We already secured profits, so we're in a good spot, bro. We're in a good spot. Trust the king, man. Trust the king. So here's the good news. If we break these highs, we're not only breaking these previous highs, but we're also breaking these highs, which means that we should see a nice drive up to the upside. Okay, so we broke the highs. Where's the drive? Hello? Hello? Yeah, I think I'm closing. I'm closing on my live because I can't close partials on my live. So I just closed it on my live. Unfortunately, I don't have enough money to be able to do that. That's a W day though. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see the drive to the upside. Let's see the drive to the upside. Let's see the drive. No, don't flip, man. What are you doing all that for, bro? There, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's what you should do right there. Just do that. Just do that, bro. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started in here. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. I might move my stops here, chat. Lock me in another percent. Ooh, yeah, I'm probably gonna do that actually. Just gonna do that. Again, Trump is speaking in literally 2 minutes, so I'm trying to I'm just trying to squeeze as much profits as I can while maintaining a somewhat while moving my stops to places that it kind of makes sense. I mean, this place doesn't really make that much sense. Like down here it makes a lot of sense, but up here it doesn't make that much sense. But I'm still trying to get out of the markets, to be honest. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started in there. Yeah, I mean, right here with this, I'm literally securing another percent. So I'm quite fine with that. Alright, bruv. So what I love about this strategy is like, it's things just happen like this, bro. If it breaks these highs up here, I'm moving my stops below these lows. Don't you dare come down to my stop loss. Don't you dare. Flip now. I said flip now. Good boy. Break these highs for me now. Please. Please, man. Just break these highs. I'm gonna start moving stops just in case. It's another percento. Okay, if this next candle breaks these highs, then I will for sure move my stops here. Okay, so Trump is actually talking right now. Break those highs, break those highs. Nice, okay. That's... Yeah, I'm gonna consider that a break. I'm just moving my stops here, I don't care. Because if it reflips, it's likely just gonna drive down. So yeah, I'm out of that trade. Because I mean, it could potentially react off of this. That's the potentiality there. But yeah, we're out of that trade. Let's see. So we've got, I don't even know. I gotta like, but yeah, we basically just closed it here. Yeah, like for I don't know, it could just kept driving down, so I just closed it there on the lows. I thought it was just gonna keep breaking highs, but again, the 5 minute, that's what it does. It just makes that bottom wick. So let's go to alpha cap. Actually, I don't know if I could show you guys this. Hang on. I don't want any hackers into my accounts. Good comms by me though. Good comms. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. There's nothing here, right? Yeah, we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys this right here, the dashboard. Okay. So you can see I bought, this was a 50K account that I bought, and I pretty much failed it. I passed phase 1, failed phase 2. I bought this 10K, I passed phase 1, and then passed phase 2, and now I have it here. You can see it's funded. And then this is the 100K account that I'm doing now. That's a good question. Let me just, okay, cool. All right, so let's go to dashboard once again. So today we are 10,300. Zero chance I only made 1.3 today. Zero chance, by the way. Yeah, I made way more than that. Zero chance, my boys. Oh, by the way, look at this. Look at this beauty. Wow. I should have, huh? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it didn't make sense here, but it didn't make sense here. Or, whatever. Anyways, it is what it is, right? So, trying to look in terms of profit. Okay, so let's see. Let me look at the account real quick. Hang on. So today's the 13th. So I took all these trades. So let's get the calculator out. We got 82 plus 45 plus 77 plus 110 minus 69. So I made 2.4%. It's beautiful. So 2.4% today on the account. Yeah, I love the closing partials because there's something of like, it's just like so beautiful, man. It's just so beautiful. Like before, I used to not do that. I used to just let the trade play out, and like in situations like like it could that could happen 100%. Like in this case, right? Like if I could have just held it, but there's something about securing profits and knowing that you already have profits. Like it just calms your mind down. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, it was a good day today. I mean, 2.4 is not horrible at all. It's not horrible. I think in this trade here, I could have potentially have waited for something like this. Like, yeah, it's not horrible though. But hey, we avoided a lot of losses, like a lot, by just waiting for this. The reason why I got in on this one and on this one is because we broke out of this range. So the only issue here I would say is that I didn't actually, I mean the thing is I didn't wait here, but it was good. All in all, it was pretty good. Yeah, just overall good stuff. I mean, it looks like it hit my TP, my original TP. Yeah, pretty good stuff, man. Pretty good stuff. This trade was pretty beautiful as well. In general, very good stuff. Feels really good being able to secure that. So there's something about securing partials. I don't know what it is, but it feels so good to secure partials. I'm trying to think like why does it makes me be smarter about the market. I think it's smart, bro, because you take partials and you're securing profits at that point. And then not only that, you're also training your stops. So worst case scenario, like you're training your stops. You let's say in this case you would have taken, you take your 50, right? This right here where you take your partials right here. And then let's say your original TP would have been here. You training your stops like I did. And like I was able to secure, like let's say where did it hit? It hit here, right? Technically. So it hit somewhere around these areas. On that trade I made 187, so that's about 1.87%. Now, if I would have kept it on, I would have made more, right? Like if I would have kept my full 30 lot on there and I would have closed it at 73, I would have made 2.1. But then becomes a question, okay. So is it worth it for you to risk this? Like the way I see it is like I could for sure have a secure 1.8 or a maybe 2.1 or 2.2. It's like I'd rather go for the secures 1.8. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty good though. We call it there. Alright guys, well that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Also just to show you guys, like I've been doing this for a while. I have a whole journal of all the trades that I've taken. I'm gonna be honest, like yesterday was a horrible day. It's kind of why I want to start uploading these videos, because like yesterday I wasn't following the strategy that I'm doing now, like in terms of like risk management. Like I wasn't technically able to take 2 trades, but I took multiple trades, and it paid off in the end. Like I was able to like end the day with like 0.7%, as you can see. But besides everything else, it's just like I just ignored it. Like that's why I want to start uploading these, man. It's just like, but here you can see like kind of like the story behind this whole account. The 10K funded. This is the 10K funded plus the 100K funded. The 100K challenge. But yeah, as you can see, I've been doing it for a while, since the 15th of last month. So I've been struggling. Like I've been pretty much at break even. Now I'm up 3%, and like prior to that, I would say I did like in general probably like around 10 to 15%, like in the previous month. But this month, like this 30-day span, I've only made like, now I'm up like 3%. So I've been actually struggling, and it's been good because like I've been able to like work a lot on my strategy and my psychology. Been figuring myself out, like what do I like more? Do I like more like trading, trading with like bigger stops, tighter stops? Do I like more being more break even? Putting my stops to break even sooner, stuff like that. So I've been learning a lot in terms of strategy. I think my psychology is absolutely cooked though. Um, that's kind of what I want to work on, really. Mainly just my psychology. I think strategy, I have it down pack. It's just the yeah, just the emotional part, like psychology part, and not even. It's emotional when I'm supposed to call it a day. Like right now, I have it set to like where if I lose 2 trades in a row, I'm just calling it a day, right? There's days that like feels like even if I lose those 2 trades, I just still want to be on the market and try to make it back. And I have to avoid that because that's when you lose the fund that counts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just sucks. But I mean, it's a work in progress for sure. It's something that's gonna take time. Um, it's just like I'm so in general, like our whole generation is just so used to like getting things now that it feels wrong. Like the fact that I've had this 100K fund or challenge account, and I've had it for like 3 weeks, for 3.5 weeks, I think, and I still haven't passed it. It makes me feel like I should have just already passed it, and so that forces me to like take extra trades that I shouldn't. And that's when it goes downhill. Like this is my 100K account here, as you can see. So I mean, I'm up 3%. Only 5 more to go to actually pass phase one. So that's the good news. And today is only Wednesday. So let's see if there's news tomorrow. Okay, there's news at 8:30, but score PPI. PPI is not that bad. CPI is a really bad one, but PPI is not bad. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Um, yeah, hopefully with these videos I'm able to hold myself a little more accountable because I know people are watching, or I'm just at least putting it out there in the world. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.